I'm Nitya. I'm a PM lead on the Microsoft Store team. And my team primarily focuses on developer experiences, ensuring that developers have the tools they need to be more successful in the Microsoft Store.
Hi, so Nitya, you said you are the PM lead on the Microsoft Store. Super exciting. One of the things I'm super excited about is not spending a bunch of time uploading files to a dashboard. And when I heard about the new tools to continuously deliver apps to the store, that's pretty awesome. So right now, I think the announcement was for Win32 apps. Is that going to come to packaged apps and UWP apps as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're super excited about the submission API as well as the GitHub action that we just announced. And it's really going to help our Win32 app developers, just quickly and easily get their code to customers. We want them to focus on doing what they like to do, code, build a great app, and then get in front of more customers. So yeah, we're super excited about it. So the new GitHub action that was just announced is only for Win32 apps, as you mentioned. But we'll definitely consider expanding it to other apps based on the feedback and the demand that we see from developers. That said, there is a community-based GitHub action that does support uploading MSIX and packaged apps as well, which is based on our officially supported Azure DevOps task. So if anybody is interested, it's available in the GitHub Marketplace for actions. You can go and try it out. It's called Microsoft Store Flight. So that would be the best way to try this out right now. But like I mentioned, we are considering support for our action as well in the future.
Awesome. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm definitely going to search for that action today and try it out. I love anything that makes the app experience smoother for me getting updates to my customers is always great stuff.
Absolutely.
What are some ways developers can do to increase the likelihood of their apps being featured on the store's homepages?
Yeah, another good question. So we do get this question a lot, of course, and as you can imagine, being featured on the homepage can really boost your app's visibility, like create more awareness and get more customers. So here's a few things I believe any developer can do to improve their chances of being featured. So the first one is really simple and probably the most basic requirement to consider. Make sure that your app complies with our policies and code of conduct. We are an open store and we welcome any developer. But we also want to ensure that our customers get high quality experience to the store, and making sure that you're kind of looking at some of the details there can go a long way. I would say the second one is ensuring that your potential customers really understand what your app or game is all about through your product description page or what we call PDP. Especially when you first publish your app and maybe people don't really know about it and you're trying to build more awareness. Make sure that you have a great description, you have icon and screenshots that really showcase the functionality of your app. Make sure that you're appropriately also showing like what age group it's for, and what really helps your app stand out, like what's unique about it, that what makes it different from other apps. The more thought and effort you put into it, the more your app is going to stand out and be more attractive to customers on the store. Third, let's say that now you have your app in the store. I would say, continue to stay invested in the success of your app. Update it regularly, and anytime you do update the app, make sure that you're also updating your PDP, right? Because maybe there's new things that you want to showcase to your customers now. So change your screenshot. Maybe there's new features you've launched and you want to share about those. So it's always good to also update, how you're talking about your app every time you are actually updating the app and its experience for your customers. Next, I think reviews and ratings do play a huge role here. So as a best practice, it's always good to ensure that your app maintains an average rating of 3.5 or more. And to understand how to improve your rating, I do think it's really important to stay connected to your customers. Listen to what they're saying, look at what feedback they're sharing through reviews. Developers can also respond to reviews and try to understand more, what is the experience the customer is having with your app. And based on that feedback, just again ensuring that you're taking the steps, you're updating your app regularly, and making sure that you're looking at other signals like the downloads you're getting or how your PDPs converting. Those are all good practices to just make sure that you can continue to improve your ratings over time. And then lastly, I would say there's some other signals that do contribute here. How unique is the value the app offers? This is definitely a big thing. You want to make sure that what customers see on the homepage is something that resonates with them. It adds value to their day-to-day as well. There's a few other factors like downloads and revenue, the popularity of the app, whether it was recently updated or not. So again, really important to do that, and the type of audience it's relevant to. And I think all of these are ways that can really increase the likelihood of being featured on the homepage. I do encourage try Microsoft Store ads as well. That's another way that you can promote up in search when customers are searching for apps like yours or even something more generic.
That's awesome. Thank you. It sounds like Joe and I have to go update our apps a bit more often. No, that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, last hardball question. Say that I am an iOS developer and a Mac developer, and I'm really invested in that ecosystem, but I don't have any apps on Windows. Why should I consider bringing my app to Windows, and specifically the Microsoft Store?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel that as a developer, regardless of what platform you're on, you most likely want more customers to know about your app, to use it, and become a loyal customer over time. And while you may already be on other platforms and seeing success there, as one of the most used apps on PCs, the Microsoft Store is the best way to get in front of more than 1 billion Windows devices, and that's a big value prop. And when we introduced the new store on Windows 11, we saw 3 times the number of visits over the previous store. And so more and more customers are now using it to find and discover new experiences on Windows. And that really gives developers, an opportunity to get in front of all of these customers who are, always trying to find new experiences. And we are seeing good growth in terms of developers coming to the store as well. So it always helps to have your app be part of this, growing trusted ecosystem. And if more customers are coming to the store as the place to find content, then of course, developers want to be there as well. They want to make sure that they're providing like that experience in a trusted environment to their customers as well. And the store will continue to evolve and help more and more Windows customers find what they're looking for. We just announced an integration with Windows Search, for example. So anytime an app is listed in the store, customers will be able to just open Start on Windows, type the name of the app, view the search results, and easily install it without distracting from their flow. So these are a few of the reasons why the store is a great distribution channel for developers. And I do want to share, just yesterday as part of one of our sessions, I was talking to a developer. I won't name him, but he shared that he's been on all major platforms, including web, and he's seeing the highest growth on Windows through the Microsoft Store. And what really stood out to me was it was something that he had not expected himself. So as creators of apps, we don't always know where our best, most ideal customers are. So it's good to have a strategy where you're on multiple platforms and you're maximizing your reach, because you never know, where you find the best target audience for your apps.
Awesome, thank you. I'm going to go take that snippet that you just said. I'm going to send it to my friends who are iOS and Mac developers. So hopefully they'll join us in the store.